Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Judy with Judy P's Crafty Journeys, and today I am going to do a little tutorial. It's really easy. It's a lot of fun. At least I like to think so. First I wanted to share something with you. My sister a few weeks back had went to a thing where they had all kinds of scrapbooking stuff. It was a scrapbooking convention, and she ended up getting a whole bunch of embossing folders, knowing that I love embossing folders. And I mean, I love them. I have like, I couldn't even tell you how many I've got. If I counted them and told you, I'd probably feel really ashamed. But anyway, she had bought probably about like 40 of them. And there was one in particular that I really wanted. Well, right after she bought them is when everybody's like, stay home, because of the coronavirus. So I'm like, oh man. She's like, well, I'll be over there before you know it, and you can have them then. I'm like, but oh, what about the one that I wanted? And she says, well, you'll have something to look forward to. Well, today in the mail, I got what she had sent me. So I was going to share it with you, but I thought I'd read what she wrote because I thought it was really sweet, because there might be some people out there that you're missing that you don't get to see all the time. So she wrote, near or far, you are the best sister of all. Love and miss you. Thought you might like a little happy mail. Love, as soon as I finish a few things here, we will have to do a craft night via video and a movie night. Love you, Beth. So anyway, the one that I had wanted, because I like to do like goth and Halloween journals, making those. It was a little rat, or a mouse, I guess you call a rat, and a tombstone. And I thought it was like the cutest thing. I was like, oh, I gotta have that. So she bought it for me. And since I didn't want to wait until she came back over here in maybe a month, I guess it might be, she went ahead and mailed it to me. So I got it today, disinfected it and all that good stuff. Not that there was anything wrong with it, but you just never can be too cautious. But isn't it cute, guys? I mean, you guys might not think it's cute, I don't know, but I thought it was adorable for Halloween or something goth or things of that nature. So anyway, I was really excited, and thank you so much, sis, for sending that to me. I appreciate it, and I love and miss you too. All right, and today, guys, what we're going to do is just a simple decoupage collage mixed media box. And it's really super easy, and I think it's fun. And once it's done, it turns out really neat looking. And there's no right or wrong way to put it together with your magazine papers that you decide to use, as you'll see once we get doing it. But what you need basically is one chipboard box, which is this. And I'm just going to do a small one so it doesn't take so long. Then a favorite magazine or papers, pictures, etc. that you want to use out of magazines and newspapers. So I'm going to pick out of my Somerset studio, because I will be tearing it up a lot. So it'll be 90-something%, redone. So I wouldn't be stealing anyone's art. Plus it's going to be just for my personal use anyway. I'm not selling it. And then just a paintbrush, and I'm going to use this little one from Dollar Tree that is just a little, I mean, it's not the greatest paintbrush, but I washed it out when I used it last night, and it turned out fine. But that way you're only messing up something that doesn't cost you that much. All right, so then you need your paintbrush. You need some decoupage glue sealer. Mine is by Art Minds, that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I got the matte finish because I'm not real big on super shiny. So I prefer the matte. So I got the matte, but you can certainly use the shiny one if you prefer. And then you will need some paper towels. Where's my paper towels? They're hiding from me. I've got lots of paper towels here. Or you can use wet wipes. And I actually have both, so you can use both if you want. So I've got those. And 2 hands. That's a joke. Haha. Trying to make you laugh. So that's basically it. So I will put that aside, and I'm going to show you the one that I just did It took me 2 nights because the first night I decoupaged all the paper on that I wanted, and then I did the sealing part of it, and I did the I guess the mixed media part of it, or the rest of it I should say. I guess most all of it's mixed media, and then I added my extra color to it, and this is my box that I did. It was an article from Somerset Studio. It was called The Chessmen, and so this is my lid. Go ahead and take the lid off. I didn't do the inside of the box. I could do something to it if I chose to do so. I just haven't decided yet. But here are my sides. So I thought it turned out really cool. So yeah. So this one is completed. And I can't wait, but I'm going to be putting some goodies in it here real soon. So yeah. What do you think, guys? I hope that you like it, and I hope you like that I hope you like the one that you end up doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to grab my Somerset Studio, and I'm going to pick out something in here that I would like to put on my next box. And I guess I could make it matching, but I could always do that later. Let's do something different. So let me find something that I found interesting in here as well, and we'll go for it. Let's see. I should have picked something out beforehand, but actually, to be truthful with you, I didn't think about it. And you guys, if I have a hard time talking tonight, I do apologize, but I do customer service from home, and I worked from 8:15 until 4 this afternoon, and we're talking it's one phone call right after the other. And yeah, so my voice is pretty much shot, and I want to stumble over my words from talking so fast over and over all day long. All right, let's see here. All righty. Ooh, that's pretty. Something like that. All right. That's too pastel for me. All right, guys. Ooh, I like that darker. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to use, I don't know, guys. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to use, oh my gosh, isn't that terrible? I knew I should have did this before I got on here, guys. All right, it's between that and then back here, which I think I might do back here. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do back here. So I'm going to take out a couple of pages that I think I'm going to use. And I think I'm going to use this one, if I can tear it out halfway decent. And I think the last time I used like 1.5 pages out of here, or 2 pages. So let's see here. Oops. God, I hate to tear that up. I like that picture. See, guys, that's a pretty cool picture. But I'm going to use this one here. All right. So I grabbed me a couple of papers out of here. And I don't have much space here, so I'm trying to get it where you can see it. I get doing my thing, and then I get out of frame, and I certainly don't want to do that. But anyway, I'm just going to put me a nice big long sheet of this down on my paper towel, and I'm going to go ahead and get my wipes ready, which probably is not going to make a big difference anyway, because I usually wait till the end anyway. I get so messy doing this, but it's so much fun, guys. All right. And get my glue out. Let me see if I can put this up a little bit further. Over move that out of the way. My little journey sign that I like to have out. All right. Yeah, it was pretty funny too about this sign right here. When I first got my YouTube channel and was naming it, I had finally thought of using Judy P's Crafty Journeys, and then all of a sudden I found this box container up at Dollar General, and it said enjoy the journey, and I'm like, oh, how perfect is that, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the lid first. I'm just going to go ahead and take it off from there, and I am just going to start tearing up pieces that I want to put on here, and it can be, you know, as big or as small as you want. You don't need any scissors, and I apologize about any of my dinging, guys, but I don't know how to turn off my notifications. Okay, so I've got this writing here, so I'm going to get rid of this white part right here because I really don't need it, and I'm just going to tear off a hunk like that because I only want so many words on there, and I'm going to tear off the white ends, and I'm just going to get my paintbrush going here with too much on it. But anyway, I'm just going to make a swiper where I want to put it on my box, and then I'm going to also put some on, oops, it's on both sides. All right, I'm going to put it on a little bit on the magazine page as well to get it to stay a little bit better. So I'm going to put that one right there. And like I said, you can position them any way you want. It's not a big deal. All right, so I've got a little piece of those words. I'm going to put them to the side because I might want to use them later. And I do want this girl's face on here, or a portion of it anyway, so I'm going to just tear this part out with her eye and part of her flower. Get rid of some of that white. Oops. All right. So once again, you decide where you want to put that. And I try not to overlap my pieces. I mean, you can, but I try to leave a little bit of space in between everything, because when I do my second portion of it, which actually I should have put something else on my list, you will also need some alcohol markers and some ink pads or the distress inks, which I will add to my list because that'll be for the second half. Sometimes you have to smooth these out a little bit too because they want to bubble up on you. All right, so I've got that. So that's basically what you do, is you just find parts of the picture that you like, and you just tear and rip them into whatever you like to do. So, and then you cover the whole box. So you do the top and the sides as well. So just kind of like hang and watch me do this here. And that's what makes it so fun, because you can just do whatever you want. And I think I'm going to do that where it kind of comes close. Maybe down a little bit. But I want to keep it. There we go. Because I kind of wanted the rest of her face kind of level to her eye where her eye had been, but I want to keep it far enough away so I can do some coloring in between. And like I said, this is just so much fun. And it's so easy, and it turns out to look really, really neat once you're done. So if you can find some really cool pages that you like, it can turn out really neat. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get into another piece over here and try to do a little bit different of a color scheme here and there. Okay. And since it's such a small lid, I'm probably just going to decoupage what area I have open anyway, because it's not going to hurt anything, because we're going to end up going over it again anyway tomorrow in part 2. All right. So I'm just going to keep putting pieces here and there. And here I've got a cool piece with some writing on it. Let's see what else I've got here. Oh, this would be really cool. Here's some more words. This would be a cool piece. Okay, let me scoot this up so you guys can see. And just get some right there from that one. All right. Here we go. There. A little bit more. Add that there. And I need some like really super tiny pieces. And I want like a darker color. So I think I'll just do that right here. And this looks like a little sailboat or something on the water in the middle of it. It's kind of hard for you guys to see, but yeah, let's see. Do I want to do anything else? Okay. Also, too, guys, if you hear some munching, I apologize. That's my dog eating in the background. I'm not for sure what kind of sounds that you can pick up here in my room, but she is in here with me. So, oops, I need to put some more right here. All right, so basically I've got my top done for tomorrow, and I just need to do the sides. I'm just going to do that real quick. And let's see. Hold it up against my other box there. And I'm going to go, even though I like that page, I wanted some stuff off of this other page, so I'm going to tear it. And these pieces obviously are not going to have to be as big because it's narrow. So I'll try to eye it as best as I can. There we go. And I can always try to fold it over the top or trim it or whatever. But I want that piece there. And I want a little bit of orange. And I want a little bit of blue. And I got too much glue right there, so I'll just go like that. I want to put just a little itty bitty piece there in the corner, and I think what I'm going to do is I want to use, I'm just going to take what was on my finger and put it on there. All right, there we go. Like I said, you leave a little bit of space, but you don't have to leave a whole lot, but you know, if one of them overlaps here and there, it's not a big deal. I just try to like leave a little bit of space for when I do my distressing and stuff. So I'm going to go this way. All right. And I've got to put that there. And I like using faces a lot because I like just to grab like a portion of their eyes, which I think is always cool to add into there. That one I'm going to have to trim a little bit. Got it a little bit off the side. But that's okay. I can fix that in a minute. And here's some nice blue. I'm going to kind of make that go sideways a little bit. I just kind of want to change directions here and there. Let's see, what else do I got? Oh, I know what else I want to use. I'm going to use this long piece right here. Put it towards the edge a little more. Go ahead and overlap a little bit. And let's see, is that all I want? Okay, I didn't have scissors on the list, guys, but it's always good to have scissors around anyway, right? All right. I really kind of wanted just a little bit more in this one spot. So got some glue on my paper towel, so I'll just utilize it. Darn it, get in there. There we go. You stuck to me there. All right, and then this side. So I hope everybody has been having a safe time, or I should say, I hope everybody has been safe and has been having a good time finding things to do at home. I know I have. I've had lots of fun at home. Of course, when I'm not working, I'm crafting, so, you know, that's just, you know, that's like really fun, right? We all know that. It's what we live for half the time. I just can't wait until I take that last call so that I can sit there and I can, I can play, guys. I like to play. All right. Okay. A little more that way. Let's see. Is there any more color I want to do in it? There is. So let's get a little bit of red over here on this end. All right. So I've got that part done. And one more side, guys. And so you just basically do this for the whole box. Like I said, I didn't do the bottom of it. I did not do the inside of it. I just did the top and the sides of the top and the sides of the bottom of the box. You don't have to do the inside unless you want to do the inside, or you might want to line the inside with some fabric, or you might want to line the inside with, I don't know, fabric, paper. Might want to paint it. You can do whatever you want with the inside. Leave it. All right, now my hands are really getting messy here. Alrighty here. There we go. Let's see how this goes. I probably should have saved this one. Oh, no, it fits. I was thinking I might have had to put it on the side of the box, on the bigger portion, but I didn't. It fits. It fits fine. Okay. All right. And there is an eye. All right. So basically this portion of it is done. You've got your top all done and your sides. Okay. And just make sure that they have been glued down good. And then of course we'll let them dry. And then you can go on and do the remainder of your box. You may have a different box that's round. You might have some other kind of chipboard type boxes, or a chipboard design of something. You know, I'm not for sure. Somebody might have, I don't know, something that looks kind of like a plaque in a way or something. As long as it's this chipboard, cardboard type stuff, that's what we're working with on this specific project. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want this video to go on for a really long time, and we are going to do part 2 tomorrow. So for part 2, you will need to have some alcohol markers, some distress inks, is what I'm using, those 2 things. So if you have either one of those, and I'm sure you can use other kind of markers, colored pencils or whatever you want to do, but I'm going to use alcohol markers and distress inks. I like how they worked for my other one, and I think they'll work great for this one as well. All right, guys. So for now, I'm going to go, and when I see you tomorrow, I'll have the rest of my box finished, and I will be ready to go, and we will finish it up, and we will see what it ends up looking like. So I am so glad you guys joined me. Thanks to all my subbies out there and my new ones as well. Welcome. I love crafting. I love this community. I love seeing all you guys' work and things that you do on your channels, and I just like to have a lot of fun. So I really do appreciate you guys. If you're just watching and you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, I would love to have you on board. I appreciate it. Just ring the bell and subscribe, and yeah, and come join me sometime. So, all right, until the second part of this, I will see you later. And don't forget that life is a journey and not a destination. So enjoy today, guys. Bye. Love you guys.